Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and it's time. No, there won't be Mariah Carey played in this video. Not because I hate Mariah Carey, it's because of copyright. That's right, hot gamer boys and e-girls everywhere. Christmas is right around the corner, which means that in Overwatch, the Winter Wonderland event is supposed to be coming out alongside it too, right? Well, as of right now, there hasn't been any official announcement in regards of a Winter Wonderland event in Overwatch 2, but come on now. Come on, you know what's happening. I mean, if you could bring back the Halloween event, which I would argue is probably the best Overwatch event that you could ever bring, the second best has got to be the Winter Wonderland event because we all love May Snowball Offensive, right? I know, okay. It's definitely safe to assume that the winter event's going to be coming back this year, but what can we expect from this quote-unquote new iteration of the winter event? Or is there even going to be any new iterations that's in the event when it comes to game modes, when it comes to skins, maps? What can we really expect? Well, with the recent Halloween event, our expectations were honestly blown out of the water in regards of the game mode, but when it came to the skins and the cosmetic items and something that we actually care about more, I would argue, this was a huge disappointment. And if there's anything that I'm an expert on, that's disappointments. So let's try to help Blizzard avoid disappointment by talking about our expectations and what we would like to see. Let's talk about the dates, let's talk about the skins, a map, a possible new game mode, let's talk about it all. So first, let's talk about when we can expect the Winter Wonderland event to drop. But an important thing to note is that the recent Halloween event only lasted 2 weeks, which was very surprising because usually events, at least in the case of Overwatch 1, lasted a whole 3 weeks. So if they continue on with a 2-week period with the events, I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped the Winter Wonderland event on December 13th because that gives just enough time for the event to go all the way through Christmas because you obviously have to have the event go through the holiday that it celebrates, but that also ends just in time for the end of the year on December 27th. Now they could also drop it on December 20th, but 2 reasons why I don't think they would do that. One, that gets a lot closer to when people are actually going to be traveling for Christmas, which means that they're not going to be home playing Overwatch and more importantly, spending money. So if they drop it a week earlier, then that gives them a little bit more time to play Overwatch. But the second reason why I think this date will happen is because this also gives enough time for a possible Lunar New Year event in January because the actual Lunar New Year celebration happens on January 22nd, which I think is one of the earliest dates that we've had in the past couple of years at the very least. Now that's a whole different discussion talking about the Lunar New Year event because of the recent news that China won't be getting access to Overwatch 2 at the beginning of 2023, which it's just very ironic. But right now, let's just stick to Christmas, let's celebrate Christmas, and let's talk about Christmas skins for Overwatch 2 because everybody loves Christmas skins, right? Hopefully more than 2, unlike the Halloween event that we just got. Yeah, so we only got a Junker Queen and a Kariko Halloween skin last event, and I wouldn't really be surprised if Blizzard brought another 2 legendary skins and one of them being another skin pack because it seems like Blizzard loves bundles in Overwatch 2 and loves pricing them in possibly the worst way possible. But who are the heroes that I think will be getting a winter skin this year? Well, I think that there are 2 perfect candidates that I think deserve a winter skin. That, of course, being the 2 new, or kind of 2 new heroes in the form of Sojourn and Ramattra. As we all know, Ramattra is going to be coming out on December 6th with the addition of Season 2, so it just kind of makes sense to have the literal newest hero have a new skin with the new Winter Wonderland event. Now, I'll keep it a buck with y'all. I don't know what they could do in terms of a winter skin for this skeleton, omnic, pharaoh-like creature. When you also think about it, they not only have to make 1 skin, but they gotta make 2 for this guy. And, you know, thinking about it, maybe it might be a little bit too much of a time crunch to bring a Ramattra skin, but what wouldn't be a time crunch is bringing a Sojourn skin, and I think she's really deserving of one, mainly because she hasn't gotten a Halloween skin, so it would make sense to have the other new hero get a new skin with this new event. I mean, at the very least, what they could do, and this is a little bit of a lazy cop-out to just give Sojourn a winter skin, they could just add an epic skin for Sojourn where they put her in a Santa hat. I mean, they've done that with May with her legendary skin, and with Lucio with his epic skins. I mean, think about it, she is a Canadian hero, so what they could also do is just pull a Hanzo winter skin and put her in casual Canadian winter gear. I think that would be a great skin, actually. I mean, as of right now, every single hero in Overwatch, with the exception of all of the 4 new heroes, have already gotten a winter skin, with the exception of Ashe, Pharah, and Brigitte not receiving a legendary winter skin. Very surprising, especially for someone like Pharah. Now, of course, they all have epic skins, Ashe having her winter skin, Pharah having her ice skin, and Brigitte just recently getting a like gingerbread pink-haired skin in the 2021, or was it the 2020 winter event? It was so long ago. So if we don't see any of the new heroes get a skin, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one of those 3 heroes get a legendary skin, especially Pharah, because she's been in the game since day 1. But something that we also might might see are some of the winter sprays be made into actual skins, because Blizzard loves to make sprays where they have the heroes in different outfits, but they literally never make them into skins, and they look good. And Ash and Bob have a winter skin where they literally just have her in a red peacoat, and Bob over there looking fresh as ever, looking like a New Yorker in the winter with the Timbs and fur coat. Look, he's kind of looking like Drake a little bit. And also, anyone that's wondering who might be brand new to Overwatch 2, all the previous Winter Wonderland skins will be coming back if they do have a winter event, because again, there's still the possibility of there not being one, but let's be honest, there's gonna be one, where all the skins will be made available for purchase for 1,900 credits. God! Let's move on to something that's not going to be putting me in crippling debt, and that is a possible game mode. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't think we're going to get a new game mode this year with the winter event. And I know that might be surprising because, well, we got one of the best new iterations of Junkenstein's Revenge with the Halloween event. How can we not get a new game mode with the winter event? It's because there's 4 game modes where it comes with the winter event. There's May Snowball Offensive, the original version, there's May's Yeti Hunt, then there's May Snowball FFA, and then there's Freeze Thaw Tag. And be announced to me that this is surprising for whatever reason. People don't like May Snowball Offensive. So I think that's why a lot of people would be expecting a new game mode, but when you already have 4 exclusive game modes with an event when compared to Junkenstein's Revenge where it only had 1, I think Blizzard can use the excuses like, well, we gave you 4 already, why do you want more? But what they could give us instead of another, I love May Snowball Offensive, do not get me wrong, but another maybe not so great and exciting game mode is a new winter design map. Now, for anyone that hasn't played the winter event, Blizzard redecorated 4 maps to fit the Christmas and winter vibe. Those 4 maps were Kings Row, Hanamura, Blizzard World, and Eagle Point Antarctica. And a lot of people would argue that Winter Kings Row is possibly one of the best redesigned maps of all time in terms of aesthetics. And I want that same winter aesthetic applied to New Queen Street. I want to see Christmas in Toronto. I mean, just think of it. It makes perfect sense to have a Christmas version of New Queen Street. Not only because, well, Christmas is heavily celebrated in Toronto. Well, no, wait. No, is it? Oh, I gotta look this up because I know y'all celebrate Boxing Day, but do y'all celebrate Christmas too? I know I'm sounding like a dumb American, but I think you guys do celebrate Christmas. I know y'all celebrate. So how about this? A Boxing Day version of Camp New Queen Street. I mean, it's one of the newest maps, and on top of that, a snowy map. So it would just make sense literally from a marketing's perspective because, well, they have to have the trailer take place somewhere, and I can see it now where all the new winter skins, all 2 new winter skins probably are gonna be shown in the trailer. Well, all the previous year's skins where all the heroes are playing with snowballs and opening presents, and oh, it would be perfect, man. I want to see Christmas or Boxing Day New Queen Street. But nonetheless, if I could just have one single Christmas wish to Aaron Keller and his team, that is to just bring back the Winter Wonderland event, because it truly is one of my favorite. It is my favorite event because it was my first event. Just hearing that jingle always brings me back to 2016 after getting absolutely rolled in May Snowball Offensive and competitive and also custom games. It just brings back this nostalgic feeling that I always yearn for every single year, and hopefully they bring it back once again this year. But we'll just have to see, and until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.